What's up, guys? I'm heading to a public spot, gonna do some scouting. It's getting pretty close to the rut. It should be getting ready to come out of the lull. Gonna get kicked on, and I have yet to find a buck to hunt. I'm trying to find something good, so on this piece of public, gonna probably hang some cameras. Just got some new sticks in the other day, slapped them together. I've only got one with me right now because I'm gonna probably try to get up the tree a little bit to keep the cameras out of sight from other people. Just can't trust anybody, you know. This spot has some pretty good history with other people that I know. They've had good luck there, and just gonna try to go in there and try to find some sign. I'll show you guys kind of what I look for when in a new area, and where I like to set up, how I like to set up, and yeah, so I'll see you guys when I get to the spot. Alright, I just made it to the spot, and the freaking parking here is terrible. Just got to pull off on the county road. The wind is blowing probably 35 miles an hour. So, great day for scouting. Definitely not a good day for hunting. It's probably about 80 degrees. So, I'm gonna get my stuff and get to hiking in. Where I'm wanting to check out, it's probably about 1.5 miles, 2 miles deep. So, I'll catch you guys in the woods. Some pretty big acorns. Two big bowls right where I'm at. There's a nice point. So I'm gonna check this out right around in here. And then I'm gonna go up in here and check this out. It should get real thick over here with water. And these ridges, it drops way off down in there. Another ridge right there. It is just caked. Covered with acorns. So, and it's so dry out right now, it's hard to see the sign. But they gotta be bedding somewhere close to here because there's an abundance of food. Just trying to find the tracks and the sign, the trails. Hard right now. We haven't had rain in a while. Just gonna keep after it and see what happens. A little bed right here. There's some hair in it. There's probably some more around here. It's on this flat overlooking these two drop-offs. It is a small bed, so it's probably a doe, especially given the area that it's in. It's not really a buck bedding spot, I wouldn't say. So we're definitely on to some sign now. Alright, I'm on this saddle in between these two bowls. And I found a real light trail coming through the middle of it. And even though I'm not seeing any rubs or scrapes, This has to be a really good pinch point for, you know, bucks to travel, you know, to and from and around. I do believe this spot right here, within the next week, is going to have a lot of sign in here. My guess. I'm going to follow this real light trail and see where it goes. It looks like it opens up to a flat back here. And maybe back behind it gets real thick. If I had to guess, bucks bedding back in there. They're coming around these flats, you know, going around these bowls, and probably going to have scrapes, you know, along these, you know, on these saddles. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. First rub I've come up on. It's old. It's not fresh. There was a lot of big rubs up on the edge of that saddle, but they were last year's. But they were really big. There is a bluff, kind of a rock bluff over here on the side of this hill. And looks like another good spot for one to bed. Watching down in this bottom, it looks like all these ridges all meet down right down here in this creek bottom. And the creek does appear to be dry. But that's kind of a given. I mean, we've had pretty bad dry spell. But still being in this bottom, there's mostly deer down here. I just walked up. Here's another rub. Real low to the ground. When they're low to the ground like this and not higher up, usually a younger deer, smaller deer. I mean, there is some good cuts and gouging in there. This one old too. It ain't sticky. So you might have a rub line kind of going at an angle. I mean, getting into something. It's not completely dried up. Okay, so this is starting to make sense to me. Here's an old limb, old licking limb here. Looks like probably had a scrape right here. You know, probably going down through the bottom. But this is what caught my eye. It's from a pretty good distance, and that's probably why there would be a buck bedding here. So you got this bluff. It's kind of flat right up there. Now any kind of wind coming, you know, cone like this, that buck could bed right there and see, you know, leaves are still falling, but and see all of this, that all goes up. So it's a really good spot. Alright, probably gonna have to talk a little bit louder because of the wind. Right back behind me. There's a real light trail going through here. Don't look like a whole lot of deer are using it. But, I mean, if you think about it, you know, a buck, a more mature buck, kind of does his own thing. And it's got all the elements and everything that, you know, a buck needs right here and wants. So, I'm going to set up a dripper. I did mention in the beginning of the video, I got some new sticks. It's by Beast Hunting Gear. And let me tell you, these sticks right here, I've only got one with me right now, but I'm doing a 3-stick setup with 2 step-aiders on each. and these are the lightest sticks. I mean, they're built rock solid. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I'm really excited to hunt with these. Maybe the only thing that I might end up changing out is the cam buckle system. I might use like a Amstel daisy chain, just because this right here kind of noisy, you know, climbing up, you know, your saddle and everything, unwanted noise. But that's really about the only complaint I have about them. I did add a little mod here with the some paracord to kind of keep the loop on there. That way I don't have to take my buckle on and off and worry about it falling off. But yeah, these sticks, might have to get you some. Anyways, I'm gonna get this hung up. That hung up. Now we're going to do the camera. Don't really know how I'm going to do this, because you can't use screw-in. You can't screw into any of the trees on public around here in Missouri. It's one of the rules, regulations. So I might have to take me a stick or something, shove it behind it, kind of angle it down, and I'm going to turn on video mode. I decided to walk back here just a little bit farther along this creek, and there actually is water in here. So, and there's a nice trail going along the edge of it. There's big rocks and stuff along the edge. This big old hillside. And I just realized something. There's another really good spot for a buck to bed. That is a really good spot. Yeah, there's water going all the way down through there. I'm gonna go up there and check that out. Okay, I just made it up here to this little rock edge. And earlier I was talking about, you know, looking for what I look for when I'm hunting. And this right here is another example. If you just picture yourself the deer's height right here, set it down, you know, right in here, right over there. You know, nothing can see back over them. So they're hid, but they could have the wind, you know, blowing down, you know, over their back, and anything, you know, coming from behind, you can smell. I mean, obviously they're not really, there's nothing really using it right at this exact time. There's nothing fresh here, but you can see, you know, through the grass, there's, you know, some paths and stuff, and some old trails where they, you know, come up through here. But if you look, if you're at, you know, deer's eye level, bedded down, and you're looking up through here, hard to see with the sun, but that all goes up all the way through there. So you'll be able to see, you know, a long ways throughout the woods with the leaves off the ground. I'm gonna mark this spot on Onyx. So this is definitely another spot you might see a buck bed, especially, you know, towards the rut. Just what I look for. Some people are different. I know people hunt different ways, but I like this type of sign. Set another camera. Don't really want to set it low to the ground like that, but don't really have an option. Right here, there's some water in here. It's a trail. I can see on the briars and stuff where it's kind of, briars are not even sharp, they're dull, worn down, broken off. So, you know, deer are using this. And there's water here, which is surprising because it's a drought in Missouri right now. Now I'm gonna head back up to that saddle and hang another camera. This one I am gonna hang up high. So hopefully that one don't get stolen. But I never know. You just gotta try. I'm getting the flash camera put up on this saddle. It's getting kind of late. I'm trying to hurry up and get out of here. I've combed this place over pretty good. I mean, there's not a lot of rutting sign right now, but every area is a little different on that. So there is, you know, old rubs and old trails and stuff in here. So I feel like within the next week to 2 weeks, it'll start picking up and the sign will start showing. I did make the mock scrape right here, you know. Looks like there's already a little licking branch hanging down there. Yeah, it dropped way off on each side here, flat up there, flat back here. So, I feel like this would be a good spot to punch my other buck tag. Might be with a rifle, might be with a bow. It's a little after 5 o'clock. Wind's blowing harder than the tornado from freaking Wizard of Oz. And if I was any lighter, I'd probably blow away out there. So, it was a good day for scouting. I didn't find the sign that I was looking for. I was looking for more of rubs and scrapes. But I did find some trails, some old rubs, and a couple good bedding areas, some pinch points. So put out a few cameras. Just gonna see if I can get anything good on there. Two of them are pretty close together. One of them's kind of overlooking this trail that's got some old rubs and look like, you know, a few old scrapes from years prior. The other one's looking over like a little bit of water. Like there's a trail coming close through there. Looks like they might be hitting it because there is like no water out here. It is dry. There was another spot I put a camera out, mock scrape, and it's right on a saddle, and there's two flats, two bowls that drop off like this with a flat on each side of it, and there's a little trail going down through there. Put a mock scrape up, see what happens. The hunt for the 160 continues. See you guys in the next one.